about this Chuck Chip.
Crime scene's goddamn best dead shot in this side of Mississippi.
I see. You come in here much?
Brother, he do come in here much. Matter of fact, all you order Chuck Chip is a little bug that he squeezes between his fingers. You ain't catching Chuck Chip.
Welcome, everyone, to an exclusive set of interviews with the directors and star actor behind the University of Iowa SVP 48-Hour Film Contest champion, Chuck Chip. Coming up next, exclusive interviews and clips of an unreleased second ending. Well, I'm here with Mr. Ethan Snee, a director and actor in Chuck Chip, with acclaimed actor of your favorite protagonist, Chuck Chip, Mr. William Irvine. William, please introduce yourself. We're now here with Timur Penny, actor and co-director of Chuck Chip. So everyone's talking about this film. It's clearly the next big thing. How did you do it?
We just really wanted to make something great. And, we set it out. And as I tell these youngsters, if you set your mind to it, you can always do it.
It's really been, honestly, quite necessary for my conscience to really participate in something like this and really dive deep into the mind of a cowboy.
Action.
Mm-hmm. As you were an actor and a director in this film, I want to focus on the directing aspect to start, and really zero in on where the inspiration for this film came from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my favorites, Jane Campion. She just released a new movie as well.
I think I drew a lot of my inspiration from the works of the likes of Tarantino and Hitchcock, mainly Tarantino, a lot of Quentin in there.
I've looked up to her a lot. I've aspired from a lot of her work. I've taken a lot of inspiration, and I don't know. I'd love to be in the same conversation as her.
You can obviously see the similarities between Django and Chuck Chip.
Action. Should I count down?
I inspire myself every day. I wake up, I eat breakfast, and I look in the mirror, and I'm happy to be me, and that's all it takes, just that drive to be me and to be a better me.
Action.
My story has an end, but I forgot my own.
Okay, the train gets
go.
here, bro.
No way! I f***ed it up!
Okay.
Just to record with the train, doesn't matter.
And then I go to work, and I channel that into every single role I perform,
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Wow. This guy's really impressive. Take me back, though. What did a day on set look like?
They were pretty long. I'll give you that. I'll admit that. They were some long, hard days that we were working out there. We were in some scorching heat. Had a couple of bad sunburns there.
And you mentioned Tarantino and Hitchcock, two greats that are at least on your caliber, maybe.
Probably.
And what other directors really inspired you in this filmmaking process?
I think I just really have to go back to Tarantino. I mean, just pretty much all the movies I've watched in my life have been Tarantino.
They need a lot of direction. I just go in there and I make magic happen. I make sparks fly. So when I got into the studio, I felt inspired by something divine. Something like I was being spoken to. Not by the directors. I mostly ignored their advice. But
All I can think about, I've watched in total 8 movies in my whole life, and I think they were all Tarantino films.
Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting approach to watching movies.
Yeah. I mean, he's the best, besides me, of course.
Chuck Chip ain't seen the determination of a man when the only option ain't seen the determination a man has when the only option to get feed backed into a corner his whole life can do. Chug Chip ain't seen it.
Of course. I like that confidence,
Yeah.
Mr. Penny. So, to put into perspective what made this tremendous film possible, could you remind us of the budget that you had to work with?
Yeah, so we actually had a massive crowdfunding for this project, and we couldn't have done it without the support of our lively fans. You know, we raised about $1,000 for this.
I told my partner about $1,000, so you wouldn't go too crazy. Snee likes to go crazy.
Tremendous.
So after studios, fundraising, and just out of my own pocket, I think we were at around the 1.7, 1.8 million mark.
As an actor, do you consider yourself more of a Brad Pitt or a Joaquin Phoenix?
Well, a couple times in my career, I have been compared to Brad Pitt.
So, one of the directors of this film considered himself more of a Brad Pitt than a Joaquin Phoenix. Where would you put yourself on that spectrum?
From my Brad Pitt to Joaquin Phoenix spectrum,
Indeed.
closer to Leo. DiCaprio.
Much more method. Definitely Joaquin of sorts. Pitt's great. Love him. Worked with him tons. We're buddies. He comes to my place. I go to his place. We play Xbox together. It's amazing.
I love the guy. I love his work. Love how he looks, and I really respect the comparison there. But I think he's a great guy to look up to.
And with Joaquin, you really got to tap into those emotions. When I go to his place, we play chess. Go to Brad's, we play Xbox. Go to Joaquin's, we drink wine. Go to Brad's, we drink vodka. Brad's great, but for such an emotional character, something so serious as Dale and Chuck Chip, I have to go with Joaquin.
Action.
I really the way he does it, that's how I do it.
I'm actually planning on joining his religion pretty soon. I've got an opening there next Friday, so I'm hoping that works out well for me.
Interesting. Same question, but with Angelina Jolie and Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Have you seen Don't Look Up? Beautiful. It's great.
I haven't seen any movies.
Oh, weird.
Any more questions?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't take any more.
I was gonna.
It's time. I really do have stuff.
Well,
I'm really busy after my nomination. I got to fly to Paris. I got a model waiting for me there, and a couple directors to talk about a new film I'm working on. It's confidential. Thanks though.
Thank you for your time,
Yeah.
Mr. Irvine.
Yeah. You guys.
Django, you must face another day.